So I think we come to realize that getting bigger plants, better mutations, and better DPS on them is actually very critical on this game. And you might be asking yourself, why? Well, for starters, we have story modes now. Story modes give your plants health. If you guys didn't actually notice, if you do the story mode, if your plants run out of health, they actually disappear from the entire plate. Most of the time, my most commonly disappeared plate are these little guys right over here. Their health and their level makes a huge difference, especially if you're going into new biomes. So size and mutations in general are huge in this game. But before we end up getting started, hi! I do a lot of stuff now. If you're brand new, make sure you guys do like the video, as it does help me come out with more content like this for you guys, and you should totally subscribe. Now let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so hear me out. We are always given opportunities to get stuff inside of the game to go ahead and try to get better mutations and stuff like that, right? And we're talking about the stuff that we get during events, right? We're talking about like maybe premium water buckets, regular water buckets, witch potions, but I want to try something different today. So there's going to be two things that we're going to end up doing. Ways to go ahead and get better mutations, and two, testing out the mutation machine with plants, because we could technically go ahead and go over there and mutate plants now. I am going to have to test this out with stuff that's already pre-mutated and throw them inside of the mutation machine. I'm going to have to grab things I really don't necessarily care about, because I feel like maybe perhaps I might regret mutating something that I really like. So the first thing that we're going to end up doing is grabbing two of the same plants but with different mutations, and the only one that I have right now is my ruby and a golden plant. Am I going to regret this? I don't know. But for the science, I do need to know how we're able to get better plants in the long run, because whatever this is over time is actually getting pretty difficult if you don't already have a very good team. All right, mutation 1, go in. Mutation 2, go in. I'm a little scared, but I shouldn't be, because it's going to mutate both of them anyway. Let's grab our experience vials, throw that in, and we'll come back over here within the next 7 minutes. So we're waiting for the first test to be done and over with. For the second test, I am going to go ahead and start removing absolutely everything off of my plot right now. This one might not be done by everybody, but again, at the very end of the day, if RNG is on your side, you might get lucky without all of these extra additional items to make your plants better. So we'll go over this very quickly. There is a card that you can get inside of the base card pack that I noticed that increases your chances of getting mutations on any of your plants. And this card is called a Rizroot Manifestation. What kind of word is that? Okay, listen, we all struggle with words, all right? This is called Rizroot Manifestation. There we go. Your luck is increased by 50%. Now, supposedly, this is supposed to help you out with mutations. I will take your guys' word for it. I mean, obviously, this should. So, number 1, get that card. Get these base packs. They will help you out. Step 2 is hopefully you guys saved up all of those witch potions, because this helps you out get more mutations. Now I can go ahead and pick out any of the seeds that I want to go ahead and place inside of the plot now. You know what? We'll do some King Lemones. Actually, we'll do all of them. My Choco Tank, my Tomato Trio, my Star Fruit, Mr. Carrot, my Mango Seed, and I think that's all the room that I have right now. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this right now and then place everything down. Okay, we got some Mr. Carrots. We'll put all the mangoes in one row over here. Star Fruit could go right here. Tomato Trio could go right here. Choco Tanks could go right here. My King Lemons can go over here. What's this one? Oh, it's a water bucket. It's just glitched. What other plants can we put in here that are really good before, like, I don't know, something happens? Ooh, this new biohazard seed. Wait, how does this count as plants already being out? Dude, they're growing. Shrumbinos. We'll take the Shrumbinos. That's all 4 Shrumbinos. I still have room in here somehow. We'll do the carnivorous plant. I still have room. We'll do the grapes. How many grapes can I plant? Oh my gosh. Dude, I literally have so much space right now. The watermelon is next. Okay, too many plants. We're good. We're good. Okay, now the witch potion gives us an increased mutation chance. So any of these little guys behind me will have a chance of actually getting more mutations on them. Then this Rizroot Manifestation is increasing our luck by 50%. Now, I could technically do this as a placebo, and maybe this or may not actually help, but we'll do a luck potion. Now, I know in my last video that I did talking about luck and testing all this stuff out, I feel like this was mostly for the brain rots, not for the plants, but we'll see. Listen, it's a placebo, okay? I just want to do it. Okay, so we're speeding this portion up because it takes about like 10 minutes to do all of this all together, but you're kind of basically seeing everything live right now growing. There's only one big plant in here, but everything else is kind of already getting mutated, which is really big. So in theory, as long as we're constantly growing a ton of things with all of these potions and everything in our hands, such as a card, stuff like that, we might have a higher chance of getting something that's even better so we could go ahead and mutate at the machine. Speaking of the mutation machine, I actually got my Ruby Golden Tomato Trio right over here. I wonder how much damage it actually does. Okay, so this does 47.2 thousand damage. I mean, that's not that bad. Yes, I kind of lost that 100k that I had on my original Ruby plant, but if this continues to level up, this is definitely so much more better than what I had before. So now what I get to go ahead and do is try to find any of the plants that I can find 2 of that have different mutations on it and take it to the machine and see what I am able to make from there. So I ended up getting a Scorched King Limon and a Frozen one. Now let's go ahead and put them in. Dude, they look so tiny inside of the mutation machine. They're so cute. Let's grab our EXP bottle and throw it in. Let's see how long this one takes. 7 minutes. Okay, so I noticed with a lot of the brain rot mutations and the plants, stuff like that, I feel like 7 minutes to 8 minutes, something around that might be the better ones versus like the ones that take like a few minutes, like 5-6 minutes I've noticed. Maybe that's just me. Alrighty, so the 7 minutes have finally passed. I have a Frozen Scorched King Limon. This looks like a weird candy combination, but the big thing is, how much damage does it do? Let's find out. Put you down over here, and it does 87,000. Oh my god. Dude, that's crazy. Dude, I know some of you guys have like plants that do millions or something. I've heard some people have like some crazy plants. I'm freaking out over 87,000. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot to me. All right, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and start picking up anything that has a mutation on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and instantly take it to the machine. So we have a Shrumbino that is neon. We have another one over here that's frozen. I have 2 frozen mangoes, but I don't think I can use those. We have a frozen starfruit, but I don't think I have another one that is also has a different mutation on it, so I'm kind of stuck. A frozen tomato trio and a golden tomato trio. You're coming with me, and I think I have a golden Mr. Carrot, so I think I can use that. Oh, look at my Choco Tank! Listen, I like to say Choco Tank. You know why? Because it looks like a piece of chocolate. I know I said this in my last video, dude. I'm getting so many comments saying like, "Blah, why did you say Choco Tank? It's Coco Tank." Alrighty, so I have a frozen Mr. Carrot and a golden one. Let's put our experience points in and mix. Okay, this one's also gonna take 7 minutes. Maybe it's always been 7 minutes, but I just never realized it. Okay, so I just got the new frozen golden Mr. Carrot. See how much damage this one does. So this one does 36.7k damage. That's not too bad. Why is it so foggy in here? What the heck? Oh, there's a weather thing going on. I didn't even notice there was a foggy thing. Next is actually testing out if mutations and the size actually transfer over. So I'm using a 1.7 kilogram and a 2.7 kilogram mango. I don't know if the size is going to transfer over, but you just never know, right? XP flax, go in, mix, come back in 7 minutes. There was something else I wanted to see too, is using these star things. I'm going to use this on the highest leveling thing over here. Okay, so this guy over here. So he does 87,000, 131,000, 175,000, 218,000. He is just level 4. He's still a baby. But seeing all of this is like, it gives us so much possibilities. So remember how I mentioned that I wasn't sure if the sizes were going to transfer over or not. With one of them being 1.7 kilograms and the other one being around 2, I was able to combine them both to create a diamond frozen 3 kilogram mango. Now, I don't know if this is by chance. We might have to get super duper lucky to get this to happen, but this one does 120,000 DPS, which is really good. And for our final test, I'm going to go ahead and do a neon, and I'm going to do a frozen Shrumbino. Now, both of them are around 2 kilograms each. The frozen being 2.2 and the neon being 1.9. Let's go ahead and come back here in the next 10 minutes. This one's a little higher, so we're gonna find out. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. So we have a 3 kilogram Shrumbino now. This took 10 minutes, dude. And this does 117,000. Dude, that is so much. Okay, this is a huge deal. One, because we do need high DPS plants in order to go ahead and start doing these. The further that you end up going, I accidentally started it. Well, I actually actually did not mean to start this, but at least we'll be able to see the health that they all have right now. So the Shrambino has like almost 50,000 health. The Mango has 24,000, 28,000 for the Tomato Trio, 65,000 for the King Lemon, and Mr. Carrot has 7,000. This isn't a lot. Mr. Carrot doesn't have a lot. I totally did not mean to start this whole thing here. It was by accident. So let's go over everything that we just did today. 1, we cleared everything out of the entire plot over here. We utilized our Rizroot manifestation card. We used a witch potion. We used a luck potion. Whether that affected this or not, we're not sure. And we grew everything out. That was the first test. 2, everything that we ended up growing, we took over to the mutation machine so long as it had a different mutation from the other plant that it was also corresponding with. This in turn actually gave us some really overpowered things. Now, of course, this might be different for absolutely everybody. You might get something better than me, or you might just not get anything at all. But I have a really strange feeling this might be the way to go ahead and try to get as many big plants and mutations on top of it as possible. Remember, everything is RNG at the very end of the day, so the more that you end up doing this, the more likely you'll end up getting something good. So we'll carry this on for my last video. I know in the last video I was giving away 3 cursed pumpkins. I gave away 1 finally, but I still have these 2 here that I still have to give away. So make sure you guys leave your Roblox username down in the comments down below, and don't forget to like the video as it does help me come out with more content like this for you guys. And I'm out for today. Okay, bye!